that reading. I can't tell you the number of times I have looked at that reading just to make sure that I understand that God is always taking care of me. And when I look back at all the things going on in my life, Jesus is always there. He always has my back. I have a story to tell you as I'm sitting here in my backyard. In the spring, we get so excited when the weather gets nice. So every day I come out on my back deck, and I'm in my back deck right now, and I could hear the lawnmowers. I hope you don't hear them so much. But I listen to the birds chirping, and I love that sound. And so one day I come out on my deck, and I think I put out my patio set early this year. And I'm looking at my patio table, and there's a whole bunch, I kid you not, there was a whole bunch of bird poop on my patio table. Well, I've been in this house for like 7 years, and I have never, ever seen all this bird poop on my patio table. So I'm looking around to see what might have happened, and as I look up into my patio umbrella, there is a bird's nest. I couldn't believe it. At first, I didn't know what to think. I thought, possibly, should I take this down? This is crazy. I shouldn't have it in my umbrella. I can't touch this. If I break this nest, if I take it down, maybe there's eggs in there. I thought maybe that the eggs were going to be destroyed somehow, or the parents would stay away from their nest because humans have come around it. I was really worried. Yes, I said the word, worried. So I decided to keep my umbrella up for every day that nest was there. It must have been 2 or 3 weeks, and it started just after Easter. Can I tell you, we had many cold days, rainy days, windy days, that I was sure that umbrella was going to either break or blow away because I didn't close the umbrella. I would come out here in a rainstorm, check this umbrella, make sure it wasn't gonna break. I tightened the umbrella base the tightest that it would go so that this poor nest would not blow away. My neighbor even asked me, why is your umbrella up in this bad weather? And I said, a nest of bird eggs are in there, and I'm pretty sure it's a robin. And they're very protective of their offspring. So, what would you do? What would you do if you saw this nest? Can I say I was so intrigued? It was built in one night. In one night, this nest was built. And I looked at it and the stuff that was in there, and it was really weaved with a little bit of branches and old leaves, and even I found, the ring of a pop bottle just underneath the cap. I found that in there. Raffia. I have a little bit of like this straw string that I have on an angel or a little dog or something up at the front of my door, and he found one loose and he stuck it in there. I mean, the number of things, how hard the bird had to work to put this together in this umbrella. Wow. Day after day checking this out, I saw this umbrella and it never tipped, and it continued to stay afloat. This bird sat in the nest protecting its eggs, its offspring, every single day, would not move, even in the craziest wind, even in the craziest cold days. It just sat there and protected. And finally, one morning, I woke up to so much chirping. I had no idea what had happened. So I come out to the deck, check on the mama bird, and what do I hear? She's flying back in with a worm of some sort, or I don't know. She lands in the nest, and all of a sudden I see 4 or 5 birds' heads popping up with their mouths wide open to get food from their mom. It was so beautiful. That's my morning story. I love birds. I have a bird feeder close by my window. But can I say, when I was most worried for the birds and their nest falling or their mother escaping, I would come inside the house, and my daughter was living with us because of COVID. She's usually in another town, and I had told her I was worried about this umbrella standing up in this cold weather, and she would remind me the scripture that I would tell her when she was growing up, and she was worried about things. That if God would take care of the birds, and He does, just imagine that how He would take care of His own, which is us. Imagine us being taken care of God, that we would be able to trust in God in all things. We just need to keep Him close to us and trust in Him. So today, I wanted us to do something a little bit fun. And if you need anything, if you don't have any of these supplies around, please let us know and we will provide you with anything that you need. But one of the things I do, like I said, is I have a bird feeder just outside my window, and I love looking at it. I learned things about birds, like, did you know that cardinals usually fly around in a couple? So usually the male cardinal arrives first, and this way he knows his wife, not that they get married in a church or anything, but the female cardinal comes close by afterwards so that she knows it's safe. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a bird feeder with things at home that you probably have easy access to. The first beautiful bird feeder we're going to make is going to need a roll of toilet paper or a roll of paper towel. Hopefully you have some in your recycling. We're going to need some twine, some string, and some peanut butter. And don't get caught eating it. And I put some bird seed in a little tray here so that we could feed the birds ourselves and make bird feeders. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to open up your peanut butter. Hopefully nobody has any allergies. If they do and you have no peanut butter in the house, birds like peanut butter. But if you don't, I will come up with a plan B for you. Just hold tight. And we're going to just spread the peanut butter all around the toilet paper roll, not the toilet paper. Don't get any ideas, kids. Not on the toilet paper. And so it can get a little messy. I guess you could lick your fingers if you want. But so you can see that I'm trying to cover this whole roll of toilet paper so it gets sticky, and whatever is on here that is sticky can also be eaten by the birds. And then I'm going to take this roll and I'm just going to, and I don't know if you can see this, I'm going to roll it around in the bird seed. It might be a good idea to maybe get some wipes or some cloths close by. So here we go. This should be quick and easy. And here we go. I have totally filled all around this one roll of toilet paper. And as you can see, my hands are dirty, but at this point I don't think I want to lick my fingers. And I'm going to take a long piece of thread, not thread, but twine, and use my scissors to cut it. And very carefully, I am going to feed the twine through the toilet paper roll. And depending on how long you want it, I'm going to make a knot in it, like so. And you can cut off any excess that you have. And there you go. That is our very first bird feeder. And you just hang this right on the tree. And we'll hang it on the tree together before we go. The other one that I was going to do with you is also with a recyclable right from home. I'm sure everybody has some egg cartons. Here, I always get like the 32 pack. So it depends. If you have the 12 pack bags, or if you have a big family and you're always using these big packs, really we're only looking to cut out maybe 6 by 2. 6 by 2. So that would be, oh no, I mean 3 by 2. 3 by 2, which would mean 6 little pockets. Oh, it's summer. It's like a little summer brain that I have. So basically, here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's what we're looking at. And in this case, what we want to do is we want to snip some holes right on the corners. So maybe like so. And I just kind of make a little triangle. I'm going to do it again on this side. Now the only tricky thing that you have to realize is that if you're expecting a lot of rain, that might be a little bit of a problem because then these get a little soggy. But do keep it for a sunny day. And if you don't mind, if you see any activity around your bird feeders, maybe you could take a picture and share it tomorrow. That would be amazing. We would love to see what your homemade do-it-yourself bird feeders look like. So again, we're gonna take the string and we're gonna need a lot of string, okay? And here we go, take a little bit more and I'll cut it in half. And attach the ends. Cut it in half just so that I know I have them about the same size. Oh, what a lovely day. It's warm outside. I just love summer. So what I'm doing is I'm feeding the thread, feeding the string from underneath, but I'm doing it on the diagonals. So if you could see this, I am feeding from the holes on this side and this side so that the string is still underneath, but it doesn't matter. And if it looks centered, I'm going to tie a little knot on this. I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. I'm going to feed the string in the hole that I made, go to the diagonal side and feed it out. And because I know my string is the same size on both ways, I know I'm not far off. Here we go. So that's the string. We want to have it balanced. There we go. And right where the knot was for the other string, I'm going to knot all 4 of them together. And the balancing part might be a little bit difficult, but I'm sure your mom or dad would be able to help you. So there we go. We have a tray, looks like so. And now comes the fun part. Here's our other bird feeder. I'm just going to put some bird food right inside. Oh, maybe you should do this outside because it does make a little bit of a mess. But here we go. I don't know if you can see that okay, but I have it sitting right on the bird feeder. And I'm gonna go put these on the tree with you so that you can see the way these look in our trees. until tomorrow. And don't forget to do your craft today. We're actually going to try and see if we can gather some pictures together. And tomorrow, maybe we'll have a challenge for you to be able to give those cards to somebody that you know and love. Thanks for watching, and God bless. Mwah.
It's by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true. Singing, this is my message.